Hi there, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome. This is going to be a general reading for everyone, for the collective, not one specific sign. This is a happy New Year's Eve reading, okay? So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Um, I've pulled 10 cards to do, I've cleared the energy, I've shuffled. I've pulled 10 cards to do a Celtic cross spread, and then I've pulled extra cards for clarifiers. So just to, I just went ahead and cleared the energy and shuffled, pulled the cards to save some time, okay? So the first card that came out is the Nine of Cups. The message on this card is I trust in the flow of life. So Spirit's saying, just trust where you are. Trust what's happening right now in your life, okay? Your first card represents your current situation. The Nine of Cups is, the Cups cards are represented by Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and the Nine of Cups is more Pisces energy. So this card is all about your wishes being fulfilled. So if you've made a wish, this card means that it's coming true, okay? Or make a wish. Be careful what you wish for, because Spirit's saying you're gonna get it, okay? This card is all about contentment, gratitude, success, a positive outcome, hopes being realized. This card could represent childbirth, joy, success, reward, recognition, pleasure, achievements, luxury, emotional stability, satisfaction. So first card, very, very positive, okay? Second card is the Strength card. This is a major arcana card. It came out reversed, so you're getting extra protection from Spirit when a card comes out reversed. The Strength card is Leo in astrology. So this card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, okay? This card is saying that it's talking about your inner strength. There's low energy, there's raw emotion, low confidence, weakness, insecurity, inadequacy, doubting yourself, okay? Cowardice, forcefulness. So don't don't um, don't doubt yourself, okay? To clarify it, I pulled another card, and you got the Four of Cups, and this card came out reversed. So this card is telling you to check in for alignment with yourself. Choose happiness. This is a card of sudden awareness, having clarity. This is also a card of depression and withdrawal, negativity and retreat, okay? So on top of that, you got the Four of Swords. You got a lot of fours in your reading. On top of that, this card is saying that you are withdrawing, but you're rebuilding your strength. You're retreating, you're rejuvenating, you're in self-protection mode, you're relaxing, you're meditating, recuperating, resting, you're contemplating. This is Libra in the zodiac. Uh, this is a card of sanctuary and peace, okay? Um, you do have issues, problems, troubles, but right now you're just taking yourself away, you're calming down, you're healing. This way you can approach your issues refreshed. Quiet, peaceful reflection and meditation will bring you clear insight so that you can handle your situation, your life, to your benefit, okay? The Four of Swords, take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. is the message on the card. After a painful time, you're in the first stage of recovery, whether from emotional upheaval or physical illness. You're resting and taking time to think things through and plan your next moves wisely. You may want to retreat from other people in the world while you get your inner house in order. Okay? Then your third card is the Justice card right here. It came out reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. Your foundation card. So this is Libra again in astrology. So when this card comes out reverse, it's talking about dishonesty, unaccountability, unfairness, injustice, retribution, corruption, avoiding accountability or a lack of accountability. This card can suggest that you're experiencing less than good fortune because of your decisions in the past, or that you are in the process of making an unjust decision or one based on emotion rather than logic. It could also point to a legal situation that's not in your favor. But again, Spirit is working with you with this situation, okay? Know that you're not alone, because it came out reversed. Justice in reverse can indicate delays in legal matters, or like I said, unfairness in a situation. If you are the person in power, you may be unduly severe in meting out punishment, and if you're in the powerless position, you may be festering with resentment over being treated unfairly. Your equilibrium is out of whack and you may swing from one extreme to another. The advice from Spirit is to balance your own life and become less dependent upon outside influences. To clarify the Justice card, you got the Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, so the Swords cards are represented by Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. This card is letting you know that some of you are resisting an inevitable end. You are healing. It can only go upwards from here. It can't get any worse. You are in survival mode. This is a card about improvements, recovery again, regeneration again, despair, relapse. This card indicates that although the situation is over, some of you may refuse to accept that fact and are continuing to fight and cause yourself more pain than necessary. Okay? Lessons have been learned. Despair. Ten of Swords reversed. This card could indicate that you are holding back, reluctant to take the necessary steps to move into a new cycle. You are delaying actions or deceiving yourself about a situation. You may be making excuses for yourself or someone else to maintain the status quo, but you are only prolonging your agony. The advice from Spirit is to make a choice, even if it's a wrong one. Change up the energy. The clarifier on top of this card is the Hermit card. Major Arcana came out reversed again. So the Hermit is represented by Virgo in astrology. Again, this card is talking about loneliness or isolation, being antisocial, or withdrawal again. You've lost your way. This card is warning you of withdrawing too much or for too long or for the wrong reasons. Spending time alone in order to avoid people, putting off making decisions, or procrastinating is not going to serve you well in this case. Spirit's saying it's time to return to society. This is a card saying that of being antisocial. Okay? It's okay to withdraw for a little while to check in with yourself. It's important to do that, but not for a long time, not for too long. Okay? Keeping busy too can be a form of denial. Maybe you have been putting off giving yourself the solitude you need to sort out your life and the issues you are confronting. It's time for you to engage in self-reflection, to revisit your aims and goals, associations, relationships, career, and life path. You may want to withdraw to think things through. Okay? Stop avoiding it. But not for too long. And then the last clarifier is the Emperor card. This is a major arcana. Make empowered choices for yourself. This is a card of stability, structure. Again, they're talking about protection, having control, focus, be practical. You are practical. You've got the Emperor card. This could be a father figure. This is a card about making decisions, taking action, satisfaction from everything you've achieved, having discipline, responsibility. This is a card of judgment, fatherhood, structure, authority. So this card is about being in control. You are or should be in charge of your life, your environment, your body, your temper, and your actions. You and you alone should be in control of your life at this time. This card gives you permission to be assertive, brave, and bold. If you have already built a solid foundation, this card indicates that your goals will be realized. This card could also represent a leader that you admire and want to follow. Okay? Yeah, so the Emperor could be the Emperor represents Aries, okay, in astrology. So this is either you or someone in your life. Okay, again, remember, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Make empowered choices. This card could indicate that you're involved with the established order or with someone who represents the establishment. You may have a need to identify with a powerful group, religious, ideological, intellectual, economic, or political, and to be one of them, or you may be associating with someone else who has this need. There may be some issues related to authority. The Emperor is teaching the meaning of power and how to use it in this world. The Emperor tells us that it is necessary sometimes to take up arms against evil forces. As a protective male force, especially of the home and of domestic harmony, he personifies the ideal that what is worth having is worth fighting for. There may be issues concerning the biological father or authority figures in general. The time has arrived to become the authority figure rather than depending on others to provide protection. Sometimes the Emperor appears when you're struggling to achieve independence, become your own person, or reconcile father issues. Um, the when the Emperor appears in a reading, the your it could be stating that your real father, there may be some issues there with your real father, which could bring up some feelings of being abandoned by a protective father figure, or it could indicate that someone in your life is acting like a father figure. Okay, so whatever, take however it resonates and leave the rest. Your next message is the Eight of Swords. This card came out reversed. It represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This is Gemini energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, mostly Gemini. So this card is all about surviving. You're a survivor. You take control. Accept yourself. Self-acceptance. Self-limiting beliefs. Surrender. This is a card of freedom. Release. Releasing negative thoughts. Facing your fears. Being open to new perspectives. This card suggests that the feeling of entrapment is in your mind. You thought about things in such a way that they become traps and dangers, but either they aren't real or aren't what you've made them out to be. This is your fourth card representing your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This card could be warning you that what is already wrong can get worse, or that a difficult situation is approaching. So make sure all your affairs are in the best possible order. If you've been putting off something, procrastinating, like paying your taxes, getting insurance, or settling some legal matter, Spirit's saying take care of it right away. Your well-being depends on using your head and preparing for unexpected emergencies. The clarifier is the Empress, upright, major arcana card. The Empress is represented by Venus in astrology. This is a card about abundance, motherhood, fertility, contentment, balance, renewal, pleasure, nurture, fullness. So this card shows a time of natural growth. Your role is to nurture without forcing or neglecting your project. Pay attention to where you are in the cycle of your project or your situation and take the proper steps. There's great potential for abundance if good care is given. This may require action on your part, or it may require a time of waiting. This is a card of femininity, beauty, creativity, fertility, sensuality. This is the divine feminine nature, fullness. The message on the card is, I create what I choose naturally and with joy. You are in a position of nurturing someone else or several others. You could be caring for children or the sick, or being supportive of a spouse or friend in need. This card could also refer to a pregnancy or the desire for a pregnancy. It's appropriate for you to be nurturing now, for you have the inner strength and the ability to do so without depleting yourself. Okay? The Empress can refer to your emotional and physical resources for nurturing, healing, feeding, and supporting other people. There may be a situation in your life where love and nurturing are required, sometimes by you or sometimes by others. This card could refer to the way you were mothered, because the first and most significant relationship you form is with your mother, and this relationship has direct bearing on all subsequent relationships. Then your immediate future card is the Two of Cups. What's likely to happen next in your life coming up very soon, and it came out reversed. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, mostly Cancer. This is a card talking about withdrawal again, okay? This is a card talking about distrust, disharmony. There's an imbalance. There's bad or broken communication, tension and rejection, separation, division, breakups. Spirit's saying love yourself. Okay, this is a card of self-love. This card can indicate a union or partnership that in theory or on paper should be amazing, but the reality is that there are just no emotional connections. But again, Spirit is working with you, okay? You're not alone with this. This card could suggest delays, or that the relationship may have to be kept a secret for some reason. To clarify it, you got the Ace of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The message on the card is welcome new love and trust what it brings. This is a card about emotional awakening, having compassion. This is a card about love, creativity, a relationship, joy, content, abundance again. You got more abundance in your life, happiness, spirituality. This is a card talking about your intuition. Trust your intuition. Emotional expression, fertility. The Ace of Cups is a gift of love. It's a gift of love from the universe. It can be a new romantic interest, a creative desire, or a spiritual awakening. At this time, your life is filled with possibilities and abundant, joyful emotions, or it will be very, very soon. All you need to do is embrace the moment and use that energy for the start of something wonderful. Be open, okay? Be open to new love. This card could represent a new beginning, a new love, or a one-on-one relationship of any kind. Maybe previous unfelt emotions come into play now. Maybe you are seeing a relationship in a new way. This card could also represent the birth of a child or an idea. So you got that with this card. So they're repeating their message. This is a fertile time for emotional or creative growth, as this ace symbolizes the consummation of something that you had hoped for. This is maybe soon you're going to find out you're expecting. This is a wish that you had. And then your sixth card, they're down here, you can't see them. Okay, so your sixth card, maybe I'll just put it, I'll just show you here. You got the Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, the Death card reversed, and the Moon. Okay, so this is your sixth card. You got the Knight of Cups. It came out reversed. This card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation, what you want to see happen. The Knight of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, mostly Pisces. So your sixth card in the Celtic Cross spread represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation. This card is talking about someone who is prone to depression or moodiness. They may sink into gloomy pessimism and brood. This may be you or someone in your life, male or female in a general reading. This card represents someone who has tantrums, is moody. This is a card of moodiness, disappointment, deception again, turmoil, vanity, fraud. Someone that is jealous, unrealistic, has an overactive imagination, moody, trickery, turmoil, someone who's avoiding conflict, okay? So that's why I pulled a lot of clarifiers here with this card. The Knight of Cups reversed. The message you hoped for has been delayed or may never arrive, and the relationship you yearn for may be based on deceit or superficiality on the other person's side. You may be obsessing about someone who really doesn't care that much about you and who will never make a commitment, even if they have led you to believe they are sincere. The person is fickle, likes to flirt, and isn't likely to settle down. So that's not for everyone. Don't shoot the messenger. If it doesn't resonate with you, just ignore it. It's not for you. It's for someone in the collective. Um, the clarifier on top of that is the Four of Wands reversed. This is Aries energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, mostly Aries. This is a card that talks about feeling unwelcome. There's a lack of support. There's home conflicts. Again, they're talking about increase and beauty. You've already had that. Inner harmony, prosperity, conflict with others, going through a transition, experiencing a personal celebration, transience, instability, a lack of roots. This card could be warning you not to celebrate too soon. Things may appear to be fine, but you need to wait a bit to make sure. This card could also suggest that you rethink your plans for your future. Okay? It's a positive card. It could represent that you're celebrating your good fortune in a quiet way. You may be expanding your property holdings or creative output without fanfare. Financial gains may be more modest than if the card came out upright, but you're satisfied with your accomplishments and the sense of having done a job well. Your public image, your relationships, and your sense of self are favorable. On top of that, you got the Wheel of Fortune. The Major Arcana came out reversed. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter in astrology. So reverses card is talking about unwelcome changes or resisting change. Some of you are breaking cycles. Again, this card is talking about delays. There may be some bad luck going on. Some of you are clinging to control or have no control. There may be a lack of control. This card can suggest a temporary setback or even a complete reversal of fortunes in a direction that you didn't desire. This card could warn against the uselessness of flailing in the face of circumstances that you cannot change. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. So reversed again, this card is talking about, what else can I give you with the Wheel of Fortune reversed? Maybe you're holding back your own destiny by refusing to make the necessary changes or take the required actions, and this is causing some stagnation and frustration. You think you're waiting for the right time, but fear of the unknown is blocking you. You may be fantasizing about what you want to do, but you have to take action before anything can happen. Again, Spirit saying you may experience delays because of lack of commitment. The advice from Spirit is to ask the universe to show you the way and fearlessly follow the direction that you are given. Quit being wishy-washy and get on with what you already know you need to do. On top of the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Devil card. This is Capricorn energy. The Spirit saying you are free from whatever was holding you back. Okay? You're free from it now. You already got a message about freedom. The Devil card talks about lust, greed, rage, secrets, your shadow self, feeling powerless, limitations, Excess, dependency, obsession, addiction, oppression. It could represent success in your career and personal interests. It could represent materialism and playfulness. Um, the devil card could represent bondage or addiction to a dangerous practice, substance, situation, or person. It can represent overindulgences of any sort, like eating, drinking, sexual activity, staying up late. These may be unhealthy, and the appearance of this card in a reading is reminding you to adopt more moderate practices. Being held captive by your passions might feel like fun for a short time, but such imbalance is never a good long-term plan. Okay? The message, you're free from whatever was holding you back. And it could be a person, it could be your thoughts, a situation. Again, it'll be different for everyone. The devil represents the bondage that we create and maintain for ourselves. There may be obstacles in the environment that you find frustrating, or you may feel your options are narrowing. Someone else may be involved, but Spirit's saying you have the ability to free yourself from this situation by using your willpower, okay? On top of that, you got the Death card. Came out reversed. For a clarifier, the Death card is represented by Scorpio in astrology. Again, they're talking about stagnation, feeling stuck, you're going through a personal transformation. There's a fear of change here. You're holding on. You need inner purging. Resisting change, repeating negative patterns, stagnancy. This card can imply resisting death, and death could be death of it doesn't have to be, and it usually isn't, actual death. It's just the ending of something. Okay. Excuse me. Again, a relationship, a job. It could be anything, and it'll be different for all of you. However that resonates with you. The ending and rebirth of something. This card can imply resisting death and perhaps even stalling it, letting something drag on beyond its natural lifespan, which leads to stagnation, feeling stuck. Okay? This is the New Year's Eve reading. It's time to let it go. Okay? Let it go. Start fresh. This is the time to do it. The Death card upright. Transformation for the better. Maybe you're experiencing a metamorphosis of some sort, and patterns that you once found workable are no longer effective. This card is saying the old ways must be destroyed to make room for the new that is coming into being. And then your last clarifier on top of that is the Moon card. Trust your intuition. It's guiding you in the right direction. Okay? Tune into your intuition. The Moon card, Major Arcana. The Moon is represented by Pisces. This card is talking about secrets, disillusionment again, deception again, complexity, uncertainty, confusion, imagination, dreams, the unconscious, illusions, the unknown. The Moon is at once dreadful and beautiful. It represents our dreams, instinct, intuition, and fears. Its gentle light provides both illumination and shadows. This light can cause things to seem either safer or more dangerous than they actually are. Spirit saying, be prepared to be both frightened and inspired. Separate your intuition from your fears and follow your intuition. Pay careful attention to your dreams at this time, because great inspiration is at hand. It won't be an easy journey though, but Spirit's saying, really tune into your intuition at this time. It's going to guide you, okay? Yeah, they've already talked about some secrets, but you're becoming more aware of your feelings and your inner perceptions. Some of you may have psychic ability. You can tune into other people's vibrations because you're connected to the energetic network around you. Okay, so just pay attention to hunches and dreams. This is also a good time to develop your intuitive skills. Your 7th card is the Hierophant. This card represents your self-image, how you see yourself. I am ready to love and learn is the message on the card. You are ready to love and learn. You are open to it now. This is Taurus energy. This card represents institutions, teaching, learning, vision, religious beliefs, tradition, social groups, conformity, knowledge, beliefs, education, and law. This card indicates a perfect balance of belief with practice. It's a good omen if you're facing a problem, as it indicates that you know the solution. You just need to find a way to put it into practice. If you're asked to teach, this card is reminding you to be a good teacher, always seeking to make wisdom clear to any students. It can also indicate that you should seek out a teacher for yourself. The Hierophant may be asking you to imagine what your life would be like if you lived by what you believe. I love that. I love that. The Hierophant is asking you what your life would be like if you lived by what you believe. This is your self-image card. This card is telling you that an authority is active in your life, which they already talked about with the Emperor card. Whether it's religious, philosophical, social, or other capacity, you feel a great deal of loyalty to this tradition or group and choose to live in accordance with the beliefs you share with it. You may aspire to become a leader, or you may have a close relationship with the leader. There may also be a judgmental quality involved. Sometimes this card can suggest challenges or limitations of a spiritual nature. Okay? At this stage of your spiritual development, you are challenged to remain a follower or to break out and find your own individual path. The Hierophant is asking whether you will continue to depend on an outside authority, or will you learn to think for yourself? The answer is yours alone, but what you decide will affect the rest of your life. So make sure you make a very good decision. And then your 8th card, it represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. And you got the 6 of Cups reversed, the Magician reversed, and the King of Cups. Okay, so your environment card, the 6 of Cups came out first. It came out reversed. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The 6 of Cups is mostly Scorpio energy. Your environment card is talking about forgiveness or moving forward, leaving home, being stuck in the past, living in the past, lacking playfulness, This card can be taken two ways. Perhaps you are wrapped up in nostalgia and cannot move ahead or feel satisfied because nothing will ever be as good as what you remember, or it can indicate that you do not remember your past fondly and that you don't want anything from your past to visit your present life. So, on top of that, for the clarifier, you got the Magician reversed. Six of Cups. Let me just go to the first card again. The Six of Cups. Living in the past. Being stuck in the past. Your environment card. This card could also suggest changes in the immediate environment that will make you feel more secure. These may involve meeting new friends or making new associations. You are developing new emotional tools that will aid you in your future. Spirit's also letting you know that an important event is coming soon. Then the clarifier on top of that is the Magician reversed. Again, this card is talking about some type of trickery or illusions. I've already mentioned this. Deception again. Mental disease, untapped talents, disquiet, being out of touch, manipulation, and poor planning. So this card is warning of potential deception. Beware of someone promising more than they can deliver. They've already mentioned that with the Knight. The Magician can also be a charlatan. And also be careful too of tricking yourself. You may be convinced that your plan is good, but you might be missing a needed element, or your plans may have unanticipated consequences. Okay? So, your environment card, the Magician reversed. Now is not the time for change. Maybe you are not ready internally or are not fully prepared in a practical or logistical way. You need to be patient and the situation will work out properly. You may be experiencing self-doubt. We've already talked about that, about a new venture, or your energy levels may be too low to accomplish your aims. So there's no sense in rushing things prematurely. Just wait until the time is right. Okay, and then your last clarifier on top of that is the King of Cups. The message on the card is, I am my own anchor. This is Scorpio energy. If this is you, Spirit is saying, male or female, you are wise, diplomatic, devoted, emotionally balanced, compassionate. This could represent an advisor or a counselor, someone who is responsible, respected, considerate, can balance their head between their head and their heart, is in control, very honorable, okay? So don't doubt yourself. You are your own anchor. This is you or someone in your environment, okay? And then what you hope for or fear the most in your situation, you have here the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles. So you're in what you hope for or fear the most. The Seven of Swords says, I take great care of what I value. If you hear any noise in the background, that's just my little Jack Russell trying to get my attention. She does that. So the Seven of Swords, what you hope for or fear the most. This card is all about, this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, mostly Aquarius. This card is all about lies again, cunning again, betrayal, deception again. There's some kind of deception going on, trickery, compromising for the greater good. You need to be diplomatic, which you are, flexible, This card represents getting away with something. Someone is getting away with something, acting strategically, being resourceful, resourcefulness. So on top of that, you got the Knight of Wands for a clarifier. Okay. Let me just go back to the Seven of Swords for a second here. This is what you hope for or fear the most in your situation. But Spirit's saying you have the upper hand over a tricky situation, but you still need to exercise caution. Discretion and discrimination are required, as are diplomacy. You may not enjoy this oblique approach, but you'll be more likely to achieve success this way. And then the clarifier on top of it is the Knight of Wands. So, and it came out reversed, male or female in a general reading. The Knight of Wands, it represents someone who is prone to making foolish choices, or someone who thinks only of themselves, or always has to be the center of attention. This person is impatient, impulsive, angry. This card represents someone who has a lack of self-control. This is a card of frustration, arrogant, burnout, someone who is domineering. This card is talking about being hasty, passive, delays, having scattered energy. Okay? So however that resonates with you, the Knight of Wands reversed. It can indicate delays again in a message or paperwork that you've been expecting. A trip may be canceled because of bad weather, or an engagement or wedding postponed or even broken off. This Knight can represent separation from people, places, or situations, which they've already talked about. But the clarifier on top of that is the Ten of Pentacles. Spirit saying you need to celebrate everything you have achieved in your life. Be proud of yourself, okay? The Ten of Pentacles is talking about contentment again, foundations, financial security. This is Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, mostly Virgo. This is a card about maybe winning money, privilege, affluence, legacy, roots, family, wealth, long-term success, sharing rewards, tradition, stability. This card represents a strong, secure foundation, usually based on family ties, whether it's a home or business. It also deals with legacies received and given. You may either receive a legacy or small winnings to invest for the future, or you may acquire a home or business of your own, creating security for you and your loved ones. Or you may also be able to invest in your community in some way. Okay? Ten of Pentacles. Spirit saying celebrate everything that you have achieved. Be proud. You are emphasizing home and family at this point, now that you have a secure income to support them. This is a happy card indicating a solid and secure life, both in business and with your family. Your work and planning have paid off, and you are enjoying the fruits of your labor now. You may be planning on buying a car or that house that you've always wanted. Family matters are at the forefront. Shh. And you have the leisure to concentrate on personal affairs. This card can represent a time of financial security, such as marrying into money or receiving an inheritance. And then your future card is the Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. Choose your battles carefully. You have the energy you need to realize your goals. Your 10th card represents your future, if all is to remain as is, and you got the Knight of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, mostly Gemini energy. This card is saying that you are assertive. Be assertive or are assertive, or be direct, a little impatient, be daring. You are daring, you are intellectual, you're fast thinking, you're a fighter, you're a warrior, a reformer. You're prepared to make sacrifices for just causes. You're a perfectionist, you're focused, you're ambitious, you're action oriented, you're defending your beliefs. You are impulsive, you are driven to succeed. On top of that, for the clarifier, you got the Three of Wands. Okay, the Three of Wands is represented by Aries. This card could represent overseas opportunities, cooperation in business, enterprise, effort, trade. This is a card of foresight, momentum, and progress. Keep looking ahead. You are expanding, you are growing. This is a card of rapid growth, success, accomplishment, satisfaction, progression. This card indicates great vision and foresight. You've taken an idea and started implementing it. You have laid the groundwork for a new business, enterprise, career, or project. You can clearly see your goal. Now's the time to take a step back and watch for initial responses. Because you've done your work well, you can expect to see signs of success. And then for your last card, I'm just going to pull one oracle card. One oracle card, please, Spirit. Wow, I can really feel it. Thank you. Okay, so your last card is Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. You must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to covet the perceived luxuries of someone on a different journey, but to try to emulate him or her is not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life and these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what personal challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Spirit is saying, be authentic to your inner voice, because only you know what is in your best interests. If you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn your original lessons again. So that's your reading. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to these messages and allowing me to channel these messages to you from Spirit. I'm truly very grateful. I'm wishing you all the best for 2024. I hope all your dreams and wishes come true. Here's to health, wealth, and happiness. Manifest. Ask the universe, your angels and guides for what you want. Okay? Think positive thoughts so you attract positive. Give where you can give. Pay it forward. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. All the best. Happy New Year.